Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of World Walkers Refugees of Rhalanas. I'm Pedro, the GM and creator of World Walkers, and with me is the illustrious Refugees of Rhalanas themselves. We're going to go around the group and hey Frank.
I was saying hi.
Hi.
We're illustrious as well as fabled now.
Yes, the fabled wayfarers, as they used to be known. We're going to go around and quickly introduce it. What's up?
We're so fabled.
We're going to go around and quickly introduce ourselves. We'll start with Evie.
Hi, I'm Evie. I play a bear druid. He's pretty cool. I think so. His name is Matthias.
And then we'll skip on over to Raven.
Hi, I'm Raven. I play Larix, which is an oaken paladin, which is a big tree.
And then we'll start over to our jailed companion, Callie.
Hi, I'm Callie. I play the currently imprisoned Mabel, the mouse folk bard.
How many tats do you think Mabel's up to right now?
What is she up to?
Yeah.
Crying and singing.
I said how many tats?
Oh, how many tats? Oh, sorry that you're asking.
So many tear tattoos.
Yeah, I know she's got all the teardrops. You know, how long has it been? A couple hours, maybe. She's got
five. And then Josh.
I play Tap, a roguish wizard who is currently writing because really, opening his mouth hasn't been doing any good.
And then Frank.
What up? My name is Frank. I'm playing Valerie Crease, the human summoner. We're joined by her summon Tatsu, a being made of light.
It's a Digimon.
Evie.
Your anchor only fuels me, Frank.
Joining Valerie is an elf from the floating island of Arcadia, known as Kaluma, usually played by Data, but since Data's not here, just hanging out.
Kill him off.
No, last we left off recently, the reason they're called the Refugees of Rhalanas is that they come from a world, the world of fables, also known as Rhalanas. They were quickly escorted off of the world before it collapsed for mysterious reasons. Since then, they have found themselves on a world known as Menroth. They have helped seemingly save it from an invasion from an entirely other world, a desert world known as Athos. They have befriended a king, a desert king known as Kaladar. But since then, things have changed. They got wicked wild with a couple drinks the other night, and most of them had maybe a few more drinks than was necessary, it seems, and situations arose. Now the group is split. They have a book that would allow them to travel anywhere in the universe as long as they can properly describe it. That seems to be the hitch. Since they haven't really been a lot of places, it's hard to describe that which you've not been to. They were really excited about giving the book to their bard, and then they didn't. And then their bard got drunk and then brought the music to the castle of dwarves. Apparently the dwarves are not excited about music being brought to their castle, and the bard said, no, you're going to get some goddamn music. And there was a difference of opinion to that, and now she's in jail. They're supposed to meet with a friend, the Guardian of Rhalanas, but that is getting difficult. And so the group has a couple of choices before them. They've decided we should probably go find somebody who is apparently building an airship in a mountain somewhere. So they've wandered off, two of them, Kaluma and Valerie. They've wandered off to a bar called the Everlasting Keg, hoping to find this elusive engineer. Instead, what they've found is a bunch of shit-talking dwarves. One thing's led to another, and now fisticuffs in the form of anything but fisticuffs have been brought to bear, and they're about to get into looks like an Arcadian brawl.
Barroom Blitz.
Barroom Blitz.
Oh.
Last we left off, they had rolled initiative. Let's go ahead and
I actually
find
don't
out.
remember what my initiative was.
Let's go
I
ahead
don't
and
think you
re-roll.
had rolled yet.
Yeah, we are about to roll. So let's go ahead and roll that initiative now. The bar rolls. Oh, they're satisfied with that.
Are they?
They are. What do you got?
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 1. So
No.
1 plus 3 is a 4.
That's some Sesame Street shit right there.
Starting off strong.
So you watch as a number of dwarves immediately tackle Kaluma, taking him out of the fight. The rest, 5 of them charge forward. They bring anything from axes and clubs to bear, and they just start. You watch as they start just bringing the barroom blitz straight onto you. 10 damage is delivered directly to you immediately.
Lethal or non-lethal?
There's no okay. We've been doing this for a couple years now.
find out.
There is no lethal or non-lethal damage in the world of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Took 10 fucking hands. These cats don't want to catch these hands. How many after me?
The same 5 that just hit you. The whole bar is coming at you. But
All right, is it my turn then?
yeah.
Okay, let me pull up this shit because I'm about to get spicy.
Oh man, I love spicy.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite food group.
It's the wall wing. That's what I'm about to hit him with. That is a... It's also called color spray. I don't know how to do spelling, though, because I can't find L's, apparently.
It's under O on the keyboard.
Oh? No. There it
It
is.
is. Oh.
If I hit O, then I'm on a PDF. So, yeah, I'm about to hit him with a smooth color spray. Second level color spray, really.
Okay.
So I need to roll 8d10. $15, 16, 21, 29 hit points worth of people.
All right.
Yeah, dazzling array of flashing colors. Creatures in a 15-foot cone originating from you are affected in ascending order of their current hit points.
All right. So
Sorry,
you're able to
with
hit
the-
all 5 that were on you then.
Nice.
All right. So was it blinds them?
Let's see.
Blinded until the spell ends.
Yeah.
All right.
So then I'll just take Kaluma and leave.
Creature's hit points must be equal to or less than the remaining total be affected. So you're able to hit 4 out of the 5.
All right.
All right. So yeah, you watch as 4 of them are like, ah, what? And one of them screams, mage! And the rest of them just start, like the whole bar gets, they start to scream. New round?
It's them, right?
Yep. So some of them have to hop the bar to get over to you, and they start running along the bar's edge, like the top of the bar to get you. But you got a whole bunch more on you.
Assassin's Creed up in here.
Yeah. So the ones that are blind are getting out of the way. 10 more damage.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, it's just time to fucking leave.
And then concentration checks.
I gotta make a concentration check?
Oh, is it not? It's not a concentration spell.
No.
Cool. All right. Cool.
It lasts for 1 round.
All right. And you leaving?
Yeah, I'm disengaging. I'm just gonna leave.
All right, so you take off, and then there's more around the area that are gonna come after you. But yeah, you're disengaging. So. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just leaving the bar with Kaluma.
All right. New round. They're coming after you. Well, no, they've got Kaluma on the ground.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they've tackled him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
They're not letting that elf live.
What are you doing? Are you leaving? Are you leaving Kaluma, or are you gonna try and fight them all off?
I'm gonna try and fight them all off, I guess.
Shit, we're staying behind then. What are you doing instead? Disengaging still?
No, I'll summon Tatsu.
All right, so you summon
With
Tatsu.
half my astral points or whatever.
Oh, just immediate as a bonus action then?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And now it's like, I'll try and intimidate. And it's like, get the hell away from us. We're going to go. No, that's not intimidating. Hold on.
Wait, is summoning a bonus action or an action?
I thought it was a bonus action to
Double check
use your
real
astral.
quick.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. But yeah, so like you pull out your
You can use your action.
Yeah, your action, yeah.
Yep. So yeah.
Yeah, so you burn a bunch of your astral energy, you pull forth the stone, and then the runes erupt on the ground, and Tatsu bursts forth in a just an array, like a ray of light. And then what do you say?
I'm like, I can't make the intimidate check. It's
No, but
my,
you can still say something if you want.
I think it's not too late. Back the fuck off.
Mm-hmm. All right, new round.
Yep.
All right, a couple more of them are ganging up on you.
Well,
This went well.
Yeah, this went really well.
I very specifically remember saying that bringing the elf to Dwarven Bar was probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
15 damage.
15 fucking damage.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
They're just slamming into you.
All the while, Kenny Rogers is playing in the back of your head.
None of them are going after Pikatatsu.
No. How many hit points you got left?
17.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What are you up to?
Dead.
I don't fucking know. Like,
How many rounds left on color spray?
I said there's only last one round.
Oh, cool. Oh, shit, then. All right.
Yeah, you dead.
Can
They fucked you up.
Dylan.
hold on, P. Why is the index in this fucking book so bad?
I don't know. Why aren't you using D&D Beyond?
Pretty sure that
That what?
nothing. I thought we didn't have enough character slots.
Oh, you're not on there? Sorry.
Yeah.
What are you trying to look up? I can look it up for you.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. I can't non-lethal spells anyway, so
You can't?
I can't go for non-killing. I can't throw a fireball and hope it doesn't burn everyone's skin off. You know what I mean?
You might be able to, because I mean, you got elemental control and shit, can't you? Don't you? I don't
No,
know.
he can avoid people.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can't make it. I can't just singe the nut hair a little. So I meant chin hair, and I just said nuts instead.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Aim where you gotta aim.
He was thinking of Thanos.
Perfectly balanced.
Maybe they're one of those alien creatures from Men in Black that have their balls.
I'm gonna cast levitate on myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah,
All right. You're gonna get opportunity attacks.
not yet. I'm not going anywhere yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just casting it right now,
All right. So that's your
and then
turn.
I'm gonna try and disengage. Oh, it's my turn again.
No. Well,
Oh,
all right. So this round, levitate.
yeah.
And then the next round, you're gonna try and disengage.
Yep.
All right. Their turn.
Yep.
You see them just kind of like jump on you. They're trying to tackle you down. After you cast
Jesus.
a spell, 20 damage.
That's it for me.
I just tried going up, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Meanwhile, I'm taking a nap at the castle.
Mabel,
Hmm?
the door is open, and you watch as guards drag in 2 of your friends.
What? What happened?
It looks like Val and Kaluma are just all completely bruised up, and they're being dragged in.
Oh no! Are they okay?
Am I awake?
You're awake, yeah, but they've taken everything.
Mm.
What did you do?
Including your
I
dignity.
tried asking around for see if someone's available, and I guess that was worth getting my ass kicked over.
What?
I went in because there was supposed to be someone that was working on something like an airship or something, and I went to go see if they were there.
They throw him in
And-
your cell. They figure like, hey, we're probably not going to do your mind stuff on him, huh?
Him?
I was not going to do mind stuff. What is that? Why didn't I thought you were going down to see Zell?
The guards are like, I guess not. And they throw him in. Them and him and Kaluma. They throw Kaluma in a different cell, like next door. Kaluma seems especially knocked out.
Oh no.
Like he's not going to wake up for however long this game.
Gosh, could be a while. Whatever seems narratively appropriate.
I didn't think he was from Rhalanas stuff.
He is now.
Can you tell our friends that they are in here now, please?
They look at
I
each
say to the
other.
guards. Just
How do we know you didn't use your mind shit on us?
I'm not
And
going
they
to
look at each other. We better
I
make
have
sure that
never
you
used
didn't.
it on you. I have not used it on any of your guards or anything.
But we can't be sure. They walk away.
But
This is what you get for being a bard.
why do they hate bards?
They
so
seem to
much?
they seem to hate bards.
They hate bards since the moment we walked in this fucking city.
It seems to be like
They
a
also-
desert thing,
they
a
also-
Bastok thing. But
they
no,
also-
it wouldn't take an intelligence roll to think that it's probably a magic thing.
Well, yeah,
Like because they were
but...
sieged by a scion.
Mhm.
They're jealous.
They were
'cause they
forced to
can't
wear
hold it.
buckets to take their kingdom back.
Yeah, you could. I actually forgot. You could just
What'd you say?
you could just put the bucket on, and then you don't have to worry about it.
They're wearing helmets too, so they're
Oh.
actually probably safe from that kind of thing, but they don't seem to want to take the risk.
Just tell them we are in here, please. I say as they walk away.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh no. So you didn't go see Zelzek?
No, we don't know where he's at. We don't.
We
know
know
what
where
hap-
he is.
We know he's in Hobsbawm, but we don't know what that looks like.
Oh, I guess I could ask him again, but if they don't tell them, but I don't know. If they don't tell our friends, and I don't. What are we going to do? How long are you in here for?
I don't know.
More than 3 days?
Probably.
Oh no.
I didn't even get like.
They were just waking up when they drug you in.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Mabel's catchphrase for this game is "Oh no."
Oh no.
So, a little while later, there's a knock on your guys' door. The rest of the group.
I'll answer it.
Yeah. It's one of the guard dwarves.
Hi.
So we did you a favor. Some of your other friends were in the bar making some trouble, and they got arrested. And we, instead of throwing them in the regular jail, we brought them back here into the castle's prison.
In the background, you just hear Matthias yelling, "I told them not to bring the elf."
What kind of trouble were they causing?
They got into a fight in the bar.
Classic Val.
That doesn't sound like Kaluma, though.
Mm. Well, we threw everybody in jail, but we brought them back to this one.
Oh, okay.
Well, for that much, we're thankful.
Yes, thank you.
Oh. It'll be in there for a couple days. We put him in there with your friend. That way it wouldn't be lonely.
Let's see.
A couple of the guards in there are...
Dating as you could.
Well, a couple of the guards in there are pretty paranoid that everything that your mouse friend says is taking over their minds.
She wouldn't do that. She's too innocent.
Honestly, first time we've ever met her, first time we've ever talked to a mouse. Don't really know what's going on. First time we talked to a tree, too. You've got to forgive us. I mean...
Fair enough. We're pretty new around here ourselves.
That mouse could do anything.
that mouse is fucking crazy.
She does like cheese, though.
Wow.
Oh,
Racist.
we'll start feeding her cheese then. Thank you.
In the background, you just hear that's bullshit stereotyping.
We'll change your diet immediately.
I'm actually vegan.
She's a vegan mouse that only eats cheese.
I'd look back at Matthias. What? Her family's rich. Don't rich people eat cheese?
I have
Now
no
he
clue.
stops.
I
Now I don't know if you
forest.
guys are messing with us. Yeah, we're not changing anything. He walks away.
Be right back.
We'll continue to feed her that slop. No.
Downtown where the
I like-
food is slop.
I like how Tap asks the druid, is like, I don't know what they eat. Do you know? It's like, Druid doesn't fucking know. He lives in a forest.
So Paddington walks over to Tap and he's like, "Do you figure anything out with that book yet?"
Tap is just finishing his monologue in the book. more out of frustration than out of sincere effort. So far, the book isn't talking to me.
Have we gotten to the point where we're going to break them out now? Because half of us are ending up over there.
Have a party.
I hate to
No,
burn a bridge, but
I don't think we should.
No?
We're kind of alone in this world at the moment. We don't need to make enemies already.
Well, I say we hibernate till they let her out then.
Oh, hibernate?
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Hibernate.
You two can feel
Hibernate.
We're bears. That's what we do.
Hibernate.
Y'all told me having the mouse eat cheese was...
Hibernate's our word. It's not your word, okay?
Don't appropriate our sleep patterns.
Trees hibernate too.
Oh, then why are you acting so offended about it?
I don't know.
Fucking weird.
I'm gonna leave the room.
Well,
just to make sure Dell isn't in any sort of trouble, we can send a message down to have. Oh, wait a minute. Mabel needs her focus, doesn't she?
I mean, technically, can I use singing as my focus, or I don't know.
Well, does sending mean as far as components?
Well,
I think it
basically, most of my spells, basically, what I got when I was looking at the spells is that the way bards work is, or even other spellcasters too, is just if you have an arcane focus, or in my case, a bardic focus, I don't need material components unless it consumes the material component. So really the question is, can I use just singing as my bardic focus? If I can, then technically I can cast most of my spells.
Sending needs all three, unfortunately. Okay.
Yeah, I would need to.
you can use a musical instrument as a spellcasting focus for your bard spells.
Okay.
Can you use the jail bars?
I know.
What is your musical instrument? What is the proficiency in your musical instrument?
What are my instrument proficiencies?
Yeah.
Let me see. I have flute, lute, and lyre.
Those can be your
Liar.
focuses.
Okay. Well, normally I use my bell as that, but
Oh, then that's your focus. Then yeah, that's true.
okay.
Your bell.
Yeah.
I mean, bars sound a lot like a bell.
Sure.
Yeah, but
But
yeah, it can't be like the music scene from Tarzan. You're like dooba 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 doo. Like you gotta have your bell.
Yeah, I could try some more with the book, but it sounds like we need a better description of where we need to.
Good night. And Paddington just goes in the corner and lays down.
Time to hibernate.
I sleep
we're
in
either
bed.
breaking them out or we're bedding down.
Bedding down it is. Unless anyone has an objection.
Val doesn't have any objections.
I finally have somebody with me.
Yep. So later that night, yeah, it's Mabel and Val. I don't know if you guys are talking it over or anything like that, or
I'll just be like, I understand that I'm just probably being a shit, Mabel. But
What?
man, they just are not grateful.
Grateful? What do you mean?
I don't know. Like we saved the entire goddamn city.
I know.
And then
Help them.
I went and asked very little of them. And they saw Kaluma and it's like, oh shit, we're racist.
Yeah, they really don't like elves or bards or a lot of things.
Yeah, I don't like it.
No, it's kind of mean. They're being bullies.
They really are.
It's not nice. And now we're stuck here, but at least you are here with me.
And we get a long rest.
Yeah.
I was all by myself.
I am not going to be on. I'm not going to be off edge until I get my crystal back.
Oh, yeah. At least I didn't get the book. I would be really scared if they had the book.
Oh my god, if they had that book, I'd be two kinds of furious. The fun
It's all
kind,
intentional.
the fun kind of furious, and the one that gets people killed.
There's a Fun Furious?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the one that's in the Fast and Furious movies.
It's the funky kind.
Dominic Furious.
It's the Vin Diesel Furious.
There you go.
That's his
That is
character's name
fun.
is Dominic.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dom.
Yeah. I've never seen a
Dom.
movie. I've never seen one of those movies.
Well,
I've
you
never
never
seen
Tokyo
Vin Diesel.
drifted?
No, I haven't.
Okay, Tokyo Drift don't count. It don't have Vin Diesel in it. It doesn't count.
I haven't seen that.
That's what I'm saying.
Actually,
Like
no, it does. I
at
played that
least,
one.
yeah, at least Tokyo Drift.
I haven't.
That's
the only one I
ludicrous.
haven't.
We should
TV.
host a World Walkers Discord movie night and watch Fast and Furious.
Absolutely.
I'll get researching on that shit.
Oh, Pager, you're my rock.
Ha!
Oh, man.
But anyway, so one of the guards overhears you guys just bringing the food, and he's like, "Don't really understand how this city works, huh?"
I guess not.
What does it work?
Well, you guys see it as you saved the city, but I don't know.
We at least helped.
Yeah, you did help, but didn't you come in lost and completely screwed as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
you helped
Didn't you
us.
come in from last I heard you guys came in from a whole nother world?
Yeah,
And didn't we take you in?
you did.
Yeah.
I
Did
don't
you have
trust this guy.
nowhere to go?
And we appreciate it, but you guys are also just really mean to people for a little bit of reason. Like for bards and elves.
And he slides the food in and he goes, well, there's a lot you don't really understand, first of all. And again, pretty sure you're guest in this castle and you were told to stop playing your music.
I'm sorry. I've never been drunk
see,
before.
this is why you're in a cell by yourself up until now. Because
I know
people
what
asked you to
it's
stop making noise and being crazy, and you're like, no, dunka, 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 and you ran away, and so now you're in jail.
Sorry.
But you're not sorry because you're still upset about it.
Well, I'm upset because I was all by myself, but I'm better now.
No, but we don't have ways to stop magic here.
I wouldn't use it on you. I never did
But
use
we
it on
don't
any of you.
know that. We can't. If you had an axe, we wouldn't leave you inside your cell with the axe going like, she's got that kind of face. We don't know. You don't know what it's like on the island. Most of the island has some sort of crazy magic. We have no way to stop magic. In the mountains, there are creatures called illithid or mind flayers or something. And it wasn't too long ago that they took the minds of half of our kingdom.
Whoa.
They took our king. They took half our kingdom.
How did you get it back?
Oh, we got real lucky.
You got
We have
lucky?
no way to stop magic. The other kingdom on the island, Arcadia, half of them seem to be fucking wizards. If they wanted to, we don't really know how to stop them. We're just lucky they can't survive in the desert.
Are you trying to find ways to stop it? I would think you would try to get more on your side than to...
Sure, but we just have desert. We have no way to stop them. It takes a lot just to survive here day by day. We're on a floating island. To the east is a forest that we can't survive.
Oh, geez.
If we go into the dungeons that seem to live inside each of our cities, we die.
Dungeons in your city?
Every city on this island has a dungeon that is full of murder.
Where is it in this city?
We can't tell you. It's locked, and every city has a dungeon keeper that guards it to make sure no one can get inside of it. We've tried to map it. It reshapes itself.
What?
They're living dungeons. They reshape themselves. We can't map them.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What is in it? Do you know?
It seems to reshape itself to whoever goes inside of it.
Oh, has anybody ever come out of it and like gotten really far?
Sure, sometimes.
Whoa.
So,
what I'm trying to tell you is that everything here is dangerous. And we're very lucky to have our king.
yeah, I can.
We
I
don't
can
have
that.
any way to protect ourselves from a lot of the stuff that comes through here.
Maybe you should get wizards too.
Well, first off, who do we trust? And second of all, where do we find them? The magic schools are all northwest of here.
What if you sent some of your people to become wizards and make him come back and teach others?
Well, they'd have to go into the mountains. They'd have to go through the desert and into the mountains.
Oh.
And once they go over there, they don't usually want to come back. It's better over there.
Yeah,
The second thing is that you don't understand the history that we have with the people of Morgan.
We don't know.
what?
Don't know. People of Morgan don't want to help anyone. The elves live for centuries, and they live in a city no one can get to. It moves throughout the entire Great Forest. It doesn't just live over there. It shifts around the entire island, and they don't help anyone.
Why not?
Because they don't want to. They used to be in one spot, and then they had a great hero that was executed by the Emperor of Arcadia. And so instead of fighting back, they packed up and left. Now the traveling city of Morgan helps nobody. When
So
we
they're
wanted to rise
mad.
up and we tried to fight the Emperor of Arcadia, they abandoned us.
They did?
They abandoned us. We don't
Okay.
have time for elves.
I
And you have to understand, dwarves come from all sorts of cities and all sorts of places. The elves are only from one city. It's not like we're racist against all elves from all places. The elves only come from Morgan. We don't hate all elves. If the elves come from the mainland up here somehow, we don't break their backs. We don't like the elves of Morgan. Your boy, the one that's still knocked out somehow, is an elf of Morgan. And we don't like the elves of Morgan.
But don't you think that maybe if you tried to be friends with some of them, they would go back and maybe put in a good word for you and
We
try
don't
to
want
get
their
you
good
help?
word.
Then you're not ever going to get anything better.
Can live with that.
You're just okay with things not being good.
With them,
But you said you want to take the emperor or something.
Emperor's dead.
Oh,
Okay. I guess.
yeah.
We're okay with not having a perfect relationship with one city that travels around the entire island and doesn't want a relationship with anybody else.
What if you ever need their help again, though?
We're not beggars.
I can dig that.
Just
Yeah,
think making friends with people is good.
No, I get it.
We value our self-respect more than we value the friendships of every single person in the world. And when
I
you
suppose.
understand that about us, you'll understand us a lot better.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with that, he slides the food under the bars.
Thank you.
If I understand everything right, you guys are getting out of here tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
He nods and walks away.
Woo.
It's like one of the smartest guards I've ever heard.
Guard's a badass, man. Like,
That guard has taken some like public school education that was actually decent.
Yeah, that
He
was
seems-
all
he seems-
Socratic method and everything.
He's like, he knows all sorts of shit. Now I haven't tested his math yet. But I think he's okay.
The next morning, you can hear keys rattling to wake you up.
Good morning.
Morning. There's about 10 dwarves, all armed.
That mouse, man, she's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
she is. No.
What are you doing?
Taking you to your friends.
We're getting out now?
Yeah, you're getting out now. You'll get your stuff when you leave the kingdom.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I'll get up.
All right. Yep. They're fully armed. You guys are not.
Yep.
And-
Just in
Yep.
case you want to try anything.
If I see that guard from yesterday, is he there?
No.
Oh, damn.
Not
was
right
the night
now.
shift.
He's actually guarding the door on the way out.
All right.
Yeah.
You give him a hug, and everyone's
I'll-
happy.
Thank him for his perspective and like, sorry for making an ass out of myself and getting a big head on my shoulder.
He just looks confused and he says, just nods.
I threw some shit back, and yeah, that wasn't cool.
He just
Thank you. All right.
Thank
Yep.
you.
And you guys are, there's, like I said, 10 guards with you, 5 on each of you. But you are escorted, and then there's a knock on the group's door.
Mm-hmm. Open it.
Yep.
Not you, not your door. You're not allowed to open the door.
Open up. Opening door.
Yep, and Mabel and Kaluma and Val are here.
I
Hey,
Is Kaluma still unconscious for a?
No. He's up. He's kind of rubbing his eyes.
Okay, I was gonna sling him over my shoulder if he was unconscious.
No.
Kaluma, you look quiet today.
He just kind of nods slowly.
Are any of the
It's good to
guards
see
that
you
were
all.
with us the ones that were? I was gonna say, are any of the guards that were with us the ones that took me? Okay,
Nope.
make sure.
Those guards did not want anything to do with you.
man.
They don't like mice.
Their stuff will
we
be waiting
decided
for them
to-
at the front gates when you're ready to leave.
Okay.
Are we having to leave immediately?
By the end of the day.
Thank you.
I don't think that'll be a problem.
Yeah.
So
No, we're in.
Paddington wakes up and gets up and he goes, Mabel.
Hi, Paddington.
And it looks like he wants to run, and he just like, it's good. Thank you for coming back.
I run over to him.
He picks you up, and he's happy. And then he stops and he holds you at arm's length, and like, but you're still in the air. And he goes, "Were they kind to you?"
Yes, one of the guards actually talked to us and told us some things that.
Like gentlemen.
Yes, they were. They were bad. Gave us food.
I love overprotective Paddington.
He
so
slowly
much.
puts you down.
Paddington is Mabel's father.
Well, good. Then we should probably leave now. We'll get the book and write the end or some shit like that.
Right the end, Jesus.
Probably not the
Jesus.
end.
I love how ominous that shit is.
Chapter 2. I don't know how it works.
I love it.
Probably chapter.
Paddington's never been big on reading.
Well, if we're going to make a good story in this book, I think we need a better description of where we need to go. Mabel, do you think we should go? We should exit the city, pick up your instrument, and call Zell. Apologize for being
Yeah, I
late.
hope-
And
I hope Zell is not worried or mad.
Oh, Zell's
Right.
probably not
Oh, he's
worried.
worried.
I think it's best if we contact him as soon as possible.
Yeah. Probably. Okay.
So I think we're ready to head to the gates. Does anyone
Yeah.
have anything to do before then?
Nope.
I don't know what else to do in the city, man. Like I just got an ass kicking, and I didn't even want that.
What?
All right, check that off the list.
Paddington, it was bad.
What happened?
I went into the bar and I got my shit beat in.
You got your
She
shit
did not
bit?
look good when she came into the jail.
Oh yeah, what the hell happened to you two?
Man,
Kaluma doesn't want to say.
I went in and I wanted to see if that guy with the possible airship was there, and Kaluma's presence wasn't very welcomed, and got into a bar fight, and I got my shit stomped.
Whoa.
Well,
How many did
Man.
you take down, though?
I think I blinded 4 of them for a minute. They're okay though.
What? Oh.
Well, I mean, I couldn't very well throw a fireball in there. I don't want to actually hurt anyone.
Why would they hurt you?
Yeah, but I'm alive.
you see, Paddington, this is why we need you in this group.
He looks down.
You are
What?
very important.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
We should get going. Let's go outside and go get stuff.
Hey,
You could have made Paddington upset.
what?
We
No.
made Paddington upset.
The king?
Paddington. I think we made
Oh,
Paddington
Paddington.
upset.
Oh, we made Paddington upset?
I think so.
What did we do?
Let's
Did we
go.
do something bad?
I just maybe he's sensitive about his place in the party.
It's very important.
Paddington walks outside.
Oh, okay. Go out.
All right, let's go get our gear.
Are you okay, Paddington?
He's already down the hall.
Okay.
Before we leave the castle, I'm going to tell everybody I'll catch up with them.
Don't get thrown in jail.
Don't get thrown in jail. First rule of the world.
I don't plan on it.
I didn't either, but
Are the cells big enough for a tree?
I don't know. They will probably find one. Just be careful.
I will.
Okay.
All right, is this going to be a quick detour, Larix?
Just a short one. I'll meet you outside the city.
We'll see you at the gates.
All right, so everyone else makes their way out. Where are you going, Larix?
I'm going to go to the throne room and see if I can speak with the king.
Bold move after all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. There's 2 guards outside of it, though. 2 dwarves.
I asked them if I would be allowed to speak with the king before I depart.
One of them says, one moment, and he goes inside. Before he goes in there, he says, what matters?
Matters of apologies.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing, yes. Apologies.
For him or for you?
For us.
You want him to apologize to you?
No, I'm going to apologize to him.
Oh, hold on a second.
He's done nothing wrong.
He's trying to calm down. He's like, oh, I thought. Hold on a second.
Laugh it up. I don't say that. I'm just.
Pedro, you're not there.
Pedro actually just got a funny text message. And
No. It's the guard laughing. It's just like.
No, I know.
I'll be right back. Hold on. Goes into the door. And you hear him inside like, okay, hold on.
It's echoing down the halls.
Yeah. But then eventually the door opens and he goes, oh, yeah, come on in.
Come on in, bro.
I go in.
Yep. So the door opens and you can see he's finishing up business with an advisor. And he looks and he stands up and he says, Larix, here you're all heading out now.
Yes, I bow to him. I just wanted to stop in and apologize for our behavior.
I understand the adventurer's life, but appreciated.
It's not just that. I mean, we were thrown onto this world. We didn't ask you about your laws or anything when we came in. That was our fault.
Well, if you're heading down to the mainland, I guess my advice would be you're heading down to Kendis, I believe.
I believe that was right. Hobsbawm?
Hobsbawm, yes. So that is north of Brombolus. So Hobsbawm is its own place, its own laws. Should be pretty safe there. You head south into Brombolus. I believe the king there is a bit more morose. So safe, but tread a little lightly. If you end up having to travel east across the ocean into Parlith, that is where things become quite a bit more dangerous. The laws of the land are a bit unknown, but the land itself is extremely dangerous. The Prince of Alithius, he is not one who entertains any sort of disobedience. He is in the command of the Elder Spirits. He controls the elementals themselves.
Really?
Yes.
That
not only does he
sounds
control
like our friend Zell.
the druid.
No, someone else from our land.
Peculiar. Well, if your friend can control the elder spirits and control the elemental armies of Olithius, then you've got a powerful friend indeed. Not only can he control the elder spirits, not only can he control the full elemental armies of Olithius and Menroth, but he can speak to the weirds as well, which means that as long as you're within the forest of Olithius, you can't trust the waters, you can't speak in front of any sort of fires, you have to be careful about the kinds of campfires that you set for yourself. If the winds pick up, your secrets are no longer safe, and if you fall to the earth in battle, be careful because you might be taken.
God damn.
Oh, that sounds quite treacherous.
Let's avoid that place.
Thank you for your warnings.
The forest of Olithius is of the most dangerous locations on all of Menroth.
Hopefully we can stay away from there.
Not only that, but you have to be careful of his commanders. The commanders of the armies of the north, south, east, and west. They have full power to do whatever they deem necessary. Interrogations, assault, whatever they need to do.
Wow, that
One of the generals has, I believe, left, but he's surely found someone to replace them by now.
Fucking ass.
he just up and left.
He joined in the assault on the Emperor of Arcadia a while ago. I like to keep tabs on royalty.
I don't blame you, especially when it comes to up here.
Yes.
Well, thank you for all your time and letting us stay in the castle.
Mm-hmm. That's one last place you should be aware of.
Oh,
If you travel far south on the continent of Kendis, you'll find yourselves within the realm of Malthanos. As formerly the kingdom of Rhalanas, it is now a kingdom of dragons. You have no business being in that area. It is one of the most treacherous areas.
I don't think it's called Rhalanas. I doubt that.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Wrong.
Yeah, it's like formerly the kingdom of Rhalem. You have no business being there as well, regardless of what business takes you there. If business takes you there, give up on it.
I'm not a fan of Dragonfire.
Those dragons used to be trapped up here on a place called Dragonhorn Mountain. They have since been freed, and they have dominated the kingdom of Rhalem.
How were they freed?
Well,
Probably
group
some
of-
magic shit.
a group of adventurers formed an alliance of sorts with them and used them to take over the kingdom of Rhalem.
I can see why you don't like adventurers so much.
Well, no, it's just that they came up here, they conquered the kingdom of Arcadia, but for some reason their conquest wasn't done yet, and they continued, and they orchestrated a war between themselves and Rhalem, and they used the dragons to win that war. So they broke open Dragonhorn Mountain, freed the dragons, took them to Rhalem, formed an alliance, conquered Arcadia, and one of them still rules over Arcadia and has an alliance with the newly named Kingdom of Malthanos.
If I may, we keep being told that there's no way to get to the mainland from here, but it seems like a lot of people have been going from here to there, from what you've been telling me.
The travel beads, the same travel bead I used to summon Leviathan.
Oh, okay.
There were a few that I was in possession of, but apparently those adventurers had a rather large stock of them.
Oh.
Yeah, and the ruler of Arcadia now, they seem he I believe it's a he. Very little is known of the entity known as Balasar, but they seem to have some sort of reliable transport between the mainland.
Sounds like the last place we want to try and get transport from.
Yes.
So what we need to do is we need to overthrow Arcadia. I'm not
Okay.
there.
Yeah. Well, thank you for all your time. Will be no more trouble to you.
Good luck.
Thank you. I bow and leave.
All right, so you head out of the throne room, and by the time you
We're
get
all
out,
eating- we're all eating sandwiches at a cafe.
no, by the time
Very
you
nice.
catch up with everybody outside, everyone's completely re-geared up. They've gotten their stuff back, everything. If they were worried about not getting everything back, that was a legitimate but unfounded thought.
I trust him.
Yep.
Especially
And-
wise little guard over there, giving us insights into philosophy and shit.
Why couldn't Skyrim have guards like that?
Right.
Instead, all they did was take arrows to the knee.
All right, so united once again. What is the game plan? The winds are remarkably calm at this moment, and you guys kind of have free reign to do what you want to do.
Can we write ourselves back in jail? It's a known location now.
All right,
You just
attack.
go right back in. You
I
thought
have-
you could lose this, didn't
I
you,
have a great
asshole?
description of it.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You aren't.
That's Mabel's first time in jail. I doubt she'll forget what it looks like.
Oh no.
Ask. Well, can you ask Zell what Hoswan looks like, or an area he wants us to meet? Have him describe it.
Now, Mabel, you've talked. You're the only one who has talked directly to Zell. Maybe you should write in the book.
Okay. I will do that. Okay. I will send
Because you
some.
can do performance checks. And I cannot.
I will. I have expertise in performance, so.
Oh, yay!
Half short-lived dream of fiction writing prowess has died.
Well, technically, this is nonfiction, so.
Until the moment he wrote, until the
Yeah,
moment he
it's-
finishes it, it's fiction.
It's fiction until you
Yeah.
finish writing.
My dreams of being an author died before they began.
All right, yeah. So I will send Zell a message. Sorry, got held up.
That's one way of putting jail.
What does
Add the
whole-
Hmm?
Did I say
Yep.
Oh, I didn't say. Sorry, got held up. Got what does it? Got held up. What does the Hall of Records look like?
Exactly.
Remember, only 25 words,
Exactly.
and I'll just send that.
All right. And it sends off, and then well,
Too bad I don't trust, going into his dream and talking to him.
Mhm.
you shouldn't.
God.
Okay, so what?
Well, you shouldn't teleport directly inside. So let me describe the outside.
He's not so wise, is he?
It's massive. It's a tower. With a huge book on top.
Yes, 2 more words if you use them.
Stonework.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay, I will try to use his description to write us in to the outside. Okay.
Do we have an eraser if we get it wrong?
It's a quill. It's ink.
I know.
Okay, this is very important. Okay. Now
Do I need to grab a cat and roll it for you?
Yes.
no, I will roll.
Hold on. Let me go
Get a
find the cat.
Ooh.
The cat rolled a nat 20 today. So, you sure you don't want the cat?
That's okay. I think I'm good. That's a 26.
You can't have somebody else roll for you, but yeah, 26 is pretty good anyway. So
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you want to try to write it out as well, or
I'll write it out probably
later?
But yeah, just write something about being in the outside the massive tower. But yeah, just using some of his words. So he said massive tower, right? And we write down what he had.
All right.
Massive tower with the book on top.
Yep. So you watch as Mabel sits down, kind of thinks for a second, holds the quill.
Does
And
she
then-
have her tongue sticking out the side of her mouth while she writes?
Sure.
And then starts to just quickly scribble, seems inspired, and then period, closes the book, and then you all wait for a second, and then this kind of energy, this kind of like almost like magical kind of golden dust comes out of the book and just swirls around you, and all of a sudden you're all kind of light as air, and then you're gone.
Whoa.
And then
About time.
the next second, you're in the middle of a beautiful grassy field, and then it almost like it recorrects itself for a second. Like maybe Mabel wrote grassy field, but that's actually not where the tower is.
Oh.
And so the story like fixes itself for you because that's not where the tower is. And so maybe the words kind of shift and change for a second, and you're actually where you should be. You're in the middle of an amazing, colorful, beautiful city. And in the middle of the city, standing tall against the sun, is what must be the Hall of Records. A massive tower, 15 stories tall, topped with the sculpture of a massive open tome, pages flying in the breeze. What materials the Hall of Records was constructed with is hard to determine. It seems as sturdy as the best stonework, though it's reminiscent of well-worked wood. At the right angle, it catches the sun rays like gold. Its double doors are guarded by two gnomes of scruffy stature, wearing simple green cloaks, who couldn't stop an aged tortoise who fell asleep before reaching their shadow. And one of them looks at the other and is like, heck of an entrance. The other one goes, amazing entrance. Fantastic entrance. My gosh.
Hi.
And then one of the other one, like they look at each other and one of them's like, Echo Shin? And the other one's like, Echo Shin. Fantastic.
Oh shit!
Ah, you're familiar with our world.
And you're familiar with ours now. Welcome to Menroth.
What a
I like this place.
this place is great.
It's amazing. And we love it.
This is very nice.
It's amazing. Why are you
May
here?
we come in?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Thanks for asking. There's plenty of other choices
you-
here. There's
What
a
are the
wonderful
laws
clam
here?
chowder restaurant not too far from here. Down
excuse
the
me.
Oh, it's your turn.
Oh, thank you.
No, it
Actually-
wasn't, but
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just we have very important business. We are looking for someone named Zell. We think he is inside. We are here to meet him. He knows we are coming. Could you maybe get him for us or something? No. Okay.
anyway, so
Okay. I
Clam
guess
chowder.
I'll have to send him.
Yeah, tell us more about this chowder restaurant. I'm sure he'll find us.
This chowder restaurant sounds very plot important, and I want to hear every detail.
I'm actually pretty
They look
hungry,
at
guys.
each other. Rhalanas.
No, this was me, Evie, saying that.
Oh.
I very much want to hear about this chowder restaurant.
And then the doors open, and you watch as Zell walks out.
There he is. This is
Zell!
And
Hi.
he takes a couple steps forward, and they're like, "Hey, your friends are here." And he's got his book to his side, still chained to him, the large tome. His cloak looks tattered, and the gauntlet's still on his arm. And he says, "Well, I can call off the search." And he throws his gauntlet to the air, and then you watch as each of the gems on his gauntlet kind of glows a different color. And there's a huge blast, and it flies off into the air. And there's like a, and then the lights kind of seal off into the gauntlet. And he's like, "Where have you been? I thought you were coming days ago at
really
noon."
Sorry. I'm really sorry. It is my
We
fault.
had a misadventure in the town.
I was going to tell you, but I was not able to. I couldn't cast anything. I messaged you as soon as I could. But
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just I got scared.
I would have gotten to you, but I didn't trust coming to you in your dreams.
Yeah, please don't come to me in my dreams.
No.
I meant for other reasons than how creepy that sounds.
I think he knows.
But
He
you
was
can
in
stay
the
there.
heart-
That's the reason. That's the only reason.
I think he knows. He was in the heart of the forest with us anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He saw the Kulu fan.
if that's not the reason. There's more
Yeah,
reasons.
No, the
No, that is-
Kuluzell is the reason.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason I wouldn't.
Okay, we're sorry.
All right.
We're sorry.
Yeah, we're really sorry for being late. But hey, we're here now.
That is true.
We are here. To
And
talk
we have
to
much
you.
to discuss.
I guess
Yes.
so. Well, it's best to discuss it inside the Hall of Records.
Okay.
All right.
Templar's very excited at that.
May
All
we?
right. Turns around. He's like, "Well, they're coming with me." And the two gnomes are like, but I don't. And he goes, "Hey," and he taps his book, and he's like, "History Keeper. They're coming in with me." And they're
Ooh.
like, "That is fair. That is fair."
You're a history keeper?
And he turns around and he goes, "Shh. No?" And he walks in.
He's,
All right.
I told you it's very important. I told people as we walk.
I lean into somebody and I say, he's not very good at lying.
So he walks in. You guys following?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
The lure of chowder isn't that strong.
I don't know. It's pretty strong for me, man.
Is it a chowder fountain?
Some cosmic force stopped my character from eating delicious cafe sandwiches.
Cafe sandwiches.
Oh man. So you guys come in and he says it's once you walk in, first and foremost, this building seems to be made of books. And what I mean by that is that there are dozens and dozens of tables to study in. There's lots of gnomes walking around doing their thing. Each one of them seems to have a small book chained to their belt.
Huh.
Oh,
It's
shit.
very peculiar. Each one of them is wearing a green cloak.
Oh, shit.
The walls, there is no like shelf. Like there's shelves along the walls, but there's no dividers. It's almost like I said, looks like the walls are made of books. It's not made of bookshelves. There's no reason to stop. We'd have less room for books if there were bookcases.
That's very interesting.
Like how
This
many?
sounds like
gnomes?
how this sounds like how my house is going to look when I am not restrained.
How many gnomes are there?
dozens. There are only gnomes in here. There are no.
So I have to watch my step.
Yes. Dozens and dozens.
I guess I do
size.
too because I'm fucking tall.
Yeah.
Finally, my size.
Yeah.
Mabel feels right at home.
These gnomes are baffled when you walk in. They try to hide it, but they can't.
We're used to that by now.
Yep. And then at the end of the other side of the room, there is it's kind of a small door. Some of you are going to have to crunch, but there is a small round door that you can walk into.
Everything
that's
is
it.
tiny.
Like,
Yeah,
do I have to do the worm through the door or something?
You do
I'm
however
doing
you're
it.
going to have to do, but yeah, you're going to
I
have
guess
to.
I'm crunching.
Yeah, but you're not
Walking out
there
the
yet.
room.
But
I
so
can always misty step.
Zell says, I'm actually really busy, so I'll meet with you guys for a second, but
Okay.
I'm kind of waiting. So let's sit down, talk for a minute, and then your guys are gonna have to get on your way.
Okay.
I'm glad to see you're safe, but what do you need? And he sits down
You
and waits
guys
for
are
you all
done.
to sit down at a table with him.
Yeah,
sit
take a
down.
seat.
I try and sit down, but I'm a 9-foot tall bear, and I don't think these
Nope.
chairs are made for 9
Nope.
foot tall bears.
I stand up because I'm a tree.
Squat.
So basically, I consider it. And I'm like,
You're the big kid at the little kids table.
Paddington sits at the end of the table, kind of squats.
cool.
Well, Tap and Larix and Paddington and Matthias talked to Hobson. And we are supposed to talk to you so we can find all of the people and things that you got out of Rhalanas to put them back and try to rebuild it.
Show him the book, Maple.
Yeah, I'll pull out the Traveler's Tale and
That's a cute book.
do you know what it does?
It opens and closes.
It is how we got here.
Hobson gave it to us.
He said he got it from. I think he said it came from the world
Gasper's
of
world.
Gasper.
The book came from Gasper.
Maybe
Gasper's world.
his world. Yeah. It has the power to transport us.
Intelligence checks.
I wasn't there.
Guess I'll do it. Oh, that's not happening.
10.
I'm not even going to tell you my number.
Well, they didn't tell me, so I guess I'll roll.
Got a 9. Jeez.
Jesus.
Hold on.
Rolled
Yeah.
a natural 3.
And
So.
Let me pull this group up.
28. Thank you. That's not. It's not from Gasper.
Sorry, it's not from Gasper's
Yeah,
world?
it's from his world.
No.
It wasn't. It was from his world, not from him, right?
The book? No.
No.
It has nothing to do with Gasper.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Must have written something down faulty in my notes.
Well, we've been.
Never mind, it's not from Gasper's world.
Okay.
No.
Where's it from?
From him.
Oh, it was from Hobson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, Hobson
Yes.
gave it to us.
Okay,
I
okay.
thought he said it was from Gasper's world, but
No, the mirror.
Oh,
Ah,
that was okay.
the
okay.
mirror was from Gasper's world.
Basically, what happened is we were in a battle and we were banished back to what is left of Rhalanas, which is basically just a page underneath the church.
Have you talked to Hobson since we left?
No.
He tells us that you and him managed to smuggle out certain key artifacts and people from
Come
Rhalanas.
on, guys. This isn't funny. I don't have time for that.
we're not joking.
We would not joke about this.
Would you like to go talk to Hobson right now?
Do you think it's time for an insight check? He looks a little bit too confused.
Yeah.
Why don't we just demonstrate the book?
Not confused, just untrusting.
Yeah, for all he knows, we're like.
Well, let me show you. So Mabel, may I?
You're going to write in it?
Yeah, just a sentence.
Okay.
I go and I'll write. Suddenly, Val disappears and reappears in the back right corner. On her,
This book works?
and down on one knee. Now shut the book.
Mm-hmm. And the book disappears.
Oh shit!
What the fuck?
What did you do?
I wrote in it.
You wrote on it in Hobsbawm. I told you guys not to try that stuff in here.
What did you do?
What happens? What happened to the book?
Book's gone, man.
What?
Yeah, the High Xander owns it now.
Oh shit!
What?
You can't do that stuff in here. I told you guys not to do it. I said do it outside.
What?
We'll talk to
How
him.
come we could...
I'll talk to him and try and get it back.
Well, does that convince you that the book has some...
It convinces me that you guys are using the teleportation item, sure.
All right.
Well, is there a question you'd like
God,
to
I just lost
that we could answer?
Well, what else did he tell you?
Oh,
I'm gonna have to go find Callie's notes. Hold on.
Yeah. I have a horrible memory. So.
or parchment notes on the matter.
I have a horrible memory, and I hate taking notes. So
Val is just in disbelief, like, oh fuck,
I fucked up.
He said...
The linchpin of the operation is gone.
Mm-hmm.
oh god.
You know, if I were to believe you guys, like, you gotta be really a lot more careful with that book.
I didn't know what would happen. Ah, fuck
He didn't
me.
say exactly what we could do here. He just we couldn't teleport here. I don't know what he
okay,
meant.
look.
Oh god.
Did you find the notes or no?
Mm.
I just don't know if I need to, because I have to. See, he told you. He said the void isn't a void, it's the suffering. He said.
That was later.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going through.
He calls himself a wizard, not God.
Mm-hmm. He said they were able to escort as many people and artifacts as possible, and we need to get them back.
We'll be chased by a spooky thing.
Yeah, we'll be chased by the thing that got out of the mirror, probably.
Fuck, right? It's right.
Uh-huh.
What?
The thing that got out of the mirror.
Uh-huh.
It's right.
What?
Didn't
What
get
you say?
that right.
He told us that after we have collected all the people and artifacts, that we would need to seek someone out named
Tompkins.
Tompkins. Wow. Yeah.
Tompkins.
Told us we need to make sure everybody we need to talk to them into all working together.
I'm assuming all this is outside a game right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're trying to figure out what we'll say that will.
I don't think we got the name Tompkins. I think we got the architect.
Yeah, we just.
No, we
did get Tompkins.
No,
Yeah.
we did get Tompkins.
Yeah.
We got the architect. The one architect left is Tompkins.
Don't you remember? He's the most powerful person in the universe.
Yeah, we have to get him
Mighty
last.
being.
And he told us that we have to get things like the Iron Giants of Melkor and other people.
We have to seek out all these, take them back to the church.
Convince them to work together to rebuild and
Not destroy each other.
not destroy or try to conquer each other and take each other's power
And-
and stuff.
And only once they're all gathered, seek the architect.
We are all his children.
He told us how he was the creator of Rhalanas, and he made it a story, and it's its own story now.
The nightmares are in a dome above the world, but can't approach. Whatever the
But
being
he can't
was
approach
from the mirror,
over.
whatever being came out of the mirror might try to pursue us.
We had to get artifacts and important people, and I guess we had to make sure that, like, I know we already covered this by saying they all have to work together, but like, we had to get them in that church. And
yeah, let's figure out how to get them
I
in.
wasn't clear if they had to be in the church or
They had to
merely
be in it.
in the church.
We're pretty sure they're gonna be in it. Yeah.
But the key here
Rhalanas
is
needs to be
Zell,
by its
Zell
children.
was supposed to know where all of these things were, which
Yeah.
has me a little worried.
But it's also important that Rhalanas is rebuilt by its children.
Yes. All right. Good enough to go back in game?
I think so.
I hope so.
What did he say has the book now? The High Xander or something? Is that what that was?
The High Xandar?
Xandar? Is that what it
the
was?
High Xander.
Hmm.
Voltron.
There you go.
The High Voltron.
All right, you guys.
So, what Hobson told us was that the void that Rhalanas is in now is all that's left after something got changed in time. And the story of Rhalanas was unwritten and needs to be rewritten by its
Don't know
children.
anything about this stuff, guys.
What?
I don't know anything about this stuff.
Don't know where the people went after?
He told us that the Guardian of Rhalanas knows where these artifacts and people that were smuggled away reside.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't know where it is? Where they are?
I mean, it was you that sent us away, right?
I rescued you guys out of there so you wouldn't die. Seemed like something important to do. You're welcome.
No, I appreciate it, but like,
Thank you, but you didn't
the way
save
it-
anybody else.
Hobson made it sound like you did a lot more than that.
You.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Can I do an insight check on him?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's not a bad idea.
I'm gonna do that too. Oh, this dice doesn't want to work today.
19.
Oh, that's a natural 20. Holy shit.
I got a 19.
I just rolled it on a whim.
Just seems like
Yeah.
15?
Is he not trusting of us or doesn't know what we're talking about?
just seems like confused.
Do you just not remember?
I mean, you guys believe what you want. I'm not.
Have you met Hobson?
Have you met? This is. You're the
Have
only
you
guardian.
met Hobson? You sure that whoever you talk to is this Hobson guy?
Well, we were pretty sure until a few minutes ago.
No, I'm pretty sure about that.
I'm fairly certain. What did you do after you left us?
I came here.
Like immediately?
Yeah, I have business with these people.
Which we have questions about too, but maybe now's not the time.
Wait, it's never going to be the time.
Man, that wizard was wrong.
no. So you don't. Well, now what?
That's a very good
Well,
question.
First, we need to get our book back.
And then we'll go
suppose
back
I
and
would-
talk to Hobson.
Maybe we should.
Yeah, I think we had 3 things to do. Well,
Is there
we know-
anything else that you need to tell
Wait.
me or anything like that? Or what
Well,
else is
wait,
going on?
what happened? Why did you send us away? Do you know what happened?
I don't know what happened. It just seemed like everything was going crazy, and I knew of one place to send you, and it's the same place that I go to when I need to get away.
So as far as you know, You and us are the only refugees?
Are you the only Guardian of Rhalanas? Just making sure.
I'm enough.
He said it was the guard, didn't he? Right?
Did anybody ever find out what came out of the mirror?
I don't think so.
No.
I'm asking him that.
Do you even know what you're talking about?
What if Hobson was what came out?
That's what I was wondering.
I don't want to hear that. That sounds terrifying.
But why would he give us the book then? And want us to bring everybody back?
Well, at this moment in time, we have precisely one thing that we know, and that's that we have a book and we have the book and we know how to use it. We
don't have the book right now.
I looked down at his book. Does that hold the history of Rhalanas?
No.
I don't believe this motherfucker.
Is this our Zell?
I'm beginning to wonder.
I know. I'm
if this Zell really is the Zell,
or if he got like mind wiped or some shit.
That's what I think happened because like he
real nonchalant.
or hope we're talking about Odd again because he's
How do you normally get back to Rhalanas?
Not at liberty to say.
Have you tried to go back?
No. I'm afraid that Rhalanas is gone.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Most like
Why did you think it was
99.999%.
gone?
Just the vibe I got. I'm afraid I'm out of a job.
And you're not want to find out what happened?
It's kind of the reason I'm here.
Have you found anything?
Not quite yet. No, I've been working with everybody here trying to see why it would happen. And I haven't figured out why yet.
Hobson said to you guys that something in the past must have changed.
Right. He did say something about the story being changed or unwritten by an event that changed in the past.
What else did this person tell you?
That the only way to rebuild Rhalanas was for its children
What?
to rewrite the story. The children of Rhalanas to write its story.
Yeah.
Who did he say were his children?
He said
Everyone in Rhalanas is.
so we were.
He said you were.
He said everyone in from Rhalanas.
That is essentially
everyone?
I think so.
I don't know.
That's what your notes say, Callie.
But did he call you the children of Rhalanas?
He said we were children of Rhalanas.
And he looks relieved and he kind of smiles. And he has a tear in his eye and he says, "Of course."
Oh, of course.
Of course it's you.
Of course, everything makes sense now.
Val lets out a huge sigh of relief, like, "Oh God!"
And
that
he
was the password.
Finally.
Whew.
That was what I was waiting for. As Hobson said he would send the children of Rhalanas to me, and together we would rebuild. But I couldn't risk somebody finding out about Hobson and taking advantage.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We were starting to worry that he was not who he said he was.
And he looks over at Val and he says, "First off, I know you don't know everything yet, but be more careful with the book. Don't nonchalantly write inside the book. If you don't know what's going to happen, take a second."
Okay.
Is there any way we could get one of those fancy chains for Mabel? Put the book on her.
Ooh.
These chains are not made for anyone but the history keepers.
Okay.
How about history writers?
Please don't play word games with me. And with that, he
Fair.
stands up and he
Fair
says,
enough.
all right, let's go meet the High Xander.
Okay.
Does he only have one eye?
Who?
Saying it outside of game.
I know.
She gets
I
it.
know. I've seen Buffy. All right. So we're going to go up to his personal chambers and talk to him and see if he'll hand it over.
Oh, let us hope.
Oh god, that sounds scary.
He's not mean. is he?
Well, we need to stop making mistakes.
So let's go get the book.
We need
And
to stop
then-
getting drunk.
The 8 of us will wander the worlds and bring everyone back together.
You're going to come with us?
Of course.
Okay, good.
But I have to say, you should not be left in the church with everybody else.
No way. We're going to do it
He's coming
together.
with us. Yeah.
Roll intelligence checks.
We're not doing this together.
Natural 20.
21.
That's the second in a row. Holy
Natural
shit.
20.
Yeah,
Those
that's
10 and above, you guys do what you want, but Hobson said, don't take anyone with you.
Oh,
Do what you want, but Hobson said, don't take anyone with you.
Oh.
It's your choice.
He didn't say why.
He didn't say why, but you guys make your own call. Zell is in. He wants to bring the full force of the Guardian of Rhalanas with you. So Zell's like, let's head on up. I can get us into the personal chambers right away. So with that, he takes you to that front door, and then he picks up his tome off of his side, and he places it against the door, and then there's a low, and then he places it back on his side. The doors slide open, and you walk in.
And then the room explodes.
Lethal Weapon 7. The door shuts, and then it opens up again, and you find yourself in this kind of beautiful, it seems like kind of dark chambers, but everything's fully lit somehow. And there's beautiful, like, glowing blue runes all across the floor. It seems like infinite space, but at the same time, you can feel where the edges of existence are, so you'd find the walls pretty easily. There are bookcases kind of scattered all over. There's not a lot of organization to your perception. There is a burgundy desk about 30 feet away from you. Sitting at that desk, there are two gentlemen. Well, there's a gentleman sitting at the desk, and there's somebody standing on the other side of it, leaning over, kind of looking over paperwork. The person sitting at the desk is wearing a tall hat that splits 3 ways as it takes to the sky and nearly grows as tall as himself. They
nice.
stand up and they come around the desk, and the person is a gentle gnome that stands before you and rocks a beard. The person stands before you and is stroking a beard that is almost as long as his hat is tall, which, as previously stated, is almost as tall as him. His yellow and green robes are also nearly as tall as him. His skin is smooth and polished. At this point, it's impossible to guess his age. You'd have guessed old, but maybe he moisturizes? Maybe when he speaks, you'll be able to tell? His emerald green eyes meet yours, and he greets you with an open hand to shake yours. On his hand, you can see a large emerald ring where a floating book bounces around inside. And he starts to walk forward, and then kind of chasing after him, the one that was at the desk. He's sporting half glasses and the remnants of a hairline. He's an aging gnome with a cane that does his best to follow the High Xander wherever he goes. He wears a maroon vest and a small golden chain that's tucked into the pocket and a small date book. His shoes look well polished, though it seems that there's no way he could bend over and be able to get back up again. The two of them are kind of going over to you, and the High Xander, like I said, just smooth, baby soft skin, just this oddity of like youth and old age. And he says, hello there. Zell, what have you brought with you today? And he holds his hand out and he says, introduce me. And Zell says, well, I would like to introduce you first to their leader. And then he looks at you to see who the leader is.
Gently tap
I
Mabel.
glance at Mabel.
Yep.
It's Mabel.
Hello.
And he goes, this is Mabel. And he goes, of course. And he reaches out his hand to you.
I'll put my hand out.
And he says, I would like to speak only to the leader. There's too many of you to make any sort of sense to all of you babbling at once.
Oh,
See, there it is. And then he looks over at Mabel. What can I do? What is the name of your group?
We are from the guild, the Fabled Wayfarers on Rhalanas.
That's presumptuous.
Well, it was just the name. But, okay. Well, we are here to ask you, I think you have our book now that we just tried to use.
Yes, poorly written in places and then stupendous in others. It's very weird. It's like multiple authors.
Well, yes, it is.
We were just looking over it here. Why is it here?
Well, my friend Val tried to use it, and it. I guess you can't use it inside the tower.
Teleportation?
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So, get it back. It's important to us.
Looks at Zell, and Zell says it is rather important. Written by one of the 7 wizards, or at least crafted by him. And he says, really, which one? He says, Hobson. And he says, what is Hobson up to these days? And he says, well, I'll tell you what, if you hand the book over to the group, the Fabled Wayfarers, and they get done with their business, I'm sure they would love to tell you the story. And he says, where from?
Where are we from? Oh, sorry, Mabel.
Allie, you're muted.
Sorry, where are we from?
Yes.
Oh, we are from Rhalanas.
Oh, with Zell, of course. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
We don't have much on Rhalanas. You'd be willing to help us write the book on your story? All of you?
Yes.
Asking the bard.
Sure. I think that's an even trade.
Okay.
All right. But the book's convoluted as is. Will you have a single author, or are you all going to take turns writing this book?
I can write it. I am a bard.
But are you the best writer in the group?
I think so. I hope so. I wrote.
What do the
that
rest of you
part.
think?
I'm not too good. I'm not too good with the pen.
I personally haven't read her writing yet. So.
Ooh.
Point. I wrote that part in the book.
I'm good at writing notes about things, about cultures, but that's about it.
I'm 1 for 2 on the writing front, but circumstances arise in which we may have to have multiple authors.
Writing is a process, and he hands the book over.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
His assistant's really quiet, just kind of writing a bunch of notes.
Well, thank you very much for giving this back.
So are all of you working together? And Zell says, yes. All of us together are going to venture forth world to world. We're going to rebuild the world of Rhalanas together. And the Highlander seems impressed, and he's like, fantastic. The Guardian of Rhalanas and the Fabled Wayfarers.
actually.
What an amazing story.
I don't want to tell him yet.
No, I think maybe
not
now.
here. Not here.
Hmm.
Okay. Yep.
And then he looks around. He's like hesitance within the group. It's that sort of.
It's a big task.
Is
Forgive us, Zell.
This is fast. Don't. No. Dramatic tension is going to be the cornerstone of this adventure. I can tell.
Oh boy.
Well, there's no shortage of that, surely.
All right. Well, I don't want to hold you up any longer. Good luck.
I bow.
Bow.
Likewise.
I bow, but it's really awkward.
Paddington doesn't.
Scared.
thank you very much.
Yes. Do take better care of that book.
Yes,
If I
will
see it again,
watch.
it's mine. And he kind of laughs and.
I will keep a very good eye on it and hold on it.
All right. See you in the future.
Okay. Bye.
And then Zell, a moment of your time before you leave. He says, "Of course. I'll see you downstairs in a bit. The next time you walk out of that door, I'll take you downstairs.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Actually, it'll take you outside." And Xander's like, "Yeah, yes, it will." So,
Well, then we'll see you in a moment.
so you walk out the door, and suddenly you're outside again. And the two
Wow.
gnomes are like, "Oh, did you guys get kicked out?"
No.
No, we are just on our way.
Oh, great.
But we have to
All right.
wait.
I want to find a large plant nearby.
A large what?
Plant.
You talk
Okay.
to
Besides me.
Yeah, I'm gonna so there's there a tree nearby or some shit.
Yeah, there's a little park.
Oh man, so I'm gonna walk over there and I'm gonna talk to it speak with plants.
Mm-hmm.
Because man, I have been lacking in plant conversation
Yeah.
since getting to a desert.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, so you kind of
Haven't had anyone intelligent to talk to.
you make time
Whoa,
with some
whoa.
yeah make time with some trees while the rest of the group convenes.
Mm-hmm.
I would ask one of the.
I'm gonna walk up
gnomes in
behind him.
front.
What you doing?
Oh, I'm talking to this tree.
Oh. Oh.
Yes.
So that tree is good enough for you to talk to.
Look, man, I haven't talked to trees on Minroth. Have you talked to a tree on Minroth?
No, I have not. They're not as great as Rhalanas.
Yeah, I just
I
want to know
just
what
walk
I want to know what they have to say. They
I
probably
just-
don't get to talk to people all that often.
I just walk away.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
All right, yeah. So you kind of
Have a cool conversation with a tree. Do I have to roll for this?
no. It's just you can ask them questions
I'm
and
rolling.
stuff. So
Intimidation.
Success.
Favorite season?
My dice says success on it.
Winter.
Season. The one he's not dead in.
yeah. All right. So the rest of you, you have a chance to talk for a second before Zell gets down there.
I did want to ask one of the gnomes real quick.
Oh yeah.
Are there any social conventions against spellcasting in this city?
And they look at each other. That would be terrible.
Teleported in front.
Yes, it was. It was terrible. Yeah.
Oh, where's there?
Arcadia.
They look at each other. Arcadia.
At least in the Desert Kingdom.
You're in the Dark Island?
Dark Island.
Briefly.
Is that what it's called down here?
That's what it's supposed to be called. Don't call it anything else. If you're down here,
Why?
See,
because
these are these
most people
social
don't go up there. They're not supposed to be up there. There's no way up there.
Oh,
Ah.
right.
Ah.
Gotcha. Be
Well-
more careful.
In that case, moving swiftly onward, magic is fine around here then.
Yeah.
Ah,
In front of them, I think it's.
I already cast magic already.
How about
That
music?
sailed.
How about music?
Oh yeah.
Who doesn't like music?
Oh my goodness, the people that in that desert, they did not like bards.
And
very
they look
much.
at each other. Oh, you were in Bastock. Bastock or Decton or Bass? Like where were-
Bastock. They did not hard stall.
Depends on the music.
But they
And the
did
time of
like
day.
my music.
Are you a bard?
Yeah.
Should have gone to Arcadia for music.
Why? Did they have good music there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will remember.
They have a whole city just for music. Bards.
Oh.
Nice.
Really? What is it called?
We need to take the book away from Mabel now.
We shouldn't be talking so much like this, like out in the
Can you
open.
just tell me the name? Just whisper it to me.
They whisper the name to you, but they don't let anyone else hear.
Okay.
Perhaps the next time we're not visiting any place in particular.
I don't know. I don't want to go to Arcadia.
Yeah, I don't want to go in there and find out like.
Well, I don't think I relayed to y'all anything the king told me. So.
Mm.
I mean, I didn't figure you would anyway.
So, you guys talking about anything before Zell gets out, or?
How are we going to break the news to Zell?
We will need to do that.
How are we going to tell him he's going to be bad?
It must be for his own safety. Hobson.
Before we tell him,
Okay.
I would like to ask a few questions about Sanctuary first. Just in case he doesn't want to talk to us for a while afterwards.
Oh yeah, maybe.
No, we should just lead off with the. We should lead off with.
Yeah, we should.
With hey, you can't come.
Says the person who took an elf to a dwarf bar.
He followed me.
Do you think he really knows
Didn't
about
stop
Sanctuary,
it.
though? I don't think he will know about Sanctuary.
He might. He's a guardian.
Yeah, but it's not Rhalanas. It's another
He has books.
He apparently can travel to other planes.
Clearly, he
can't
has a
normally
connection
travel
with
to.
this world, and Sanctuary is the resting place of this world. It might be worth asking.
We can try.
I just want to find out what we could be expecting.
Ghosts.
Ghosts.
Anything else before Zell? We talked to Zell?
I don't think so.
The door is open, and Zell walks up triumphantly. He cracks his back a few times. Well, let's say we get out of here.
About
Zell, we have another message from Hobson.
Well, let's talk about it in the church, right?
He requested that we undertake the task without anyone else.
Yeah, just us. That's fair. Me, we're gonna leave. Hold on, wait. Can we talk about this over here?
sure.
Yeah.
All right. And he puts his hand up to Kaluma and he says, right back. And Kaluma just kind of nods weirdly, like, okay.
Yeah,
And he
was
pulls-
Kaluma considered in that group of just us?
No.
he pulls you guys off to the side and he's like, that was almost a bad conversation. Okay, I get what you're saying. Where's that guy from?
One of the
Morgan,
walkers.
Morgan, what's that?
the wandering city on Arcadia, where the elves, Arcadian elves are from.
Don't know what that is. Okay, so yeah. How do
Big
we break
floating
the...
island.
Hey.
What?
Where's the scarecrow?
I pull
Oh,
his body out of my bag.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Lost
That is something we want to ask you about discuss later. But
We're just carrying a dead body around?
It's straw.
with most people that might be creepy, but with him, I don't know.
It's a little
Gray-
less
gray
creepy
area.
because he's a scarecrow.
Well, we're trying to get him back as well.
Can you resurrect him?
Maybe.
No. Can we?
We might be able to, but we don't have the ability to now.
Hobson told us that the book could carry us to Sanctuary.
He looks around. Shh. You can't say that.
Why not? What's going on?
Oh,
What's wrong?
they don't
All
know.
these social conventions.
Do they know about the place too?
No one knows about the place.
Nobody?
What?
You do?
Yeah.
How do you know?
You do.
Because I do. Like, it's not important. That's not a word people use.
What should we call it?
Call it the afterlife, whatever you want to call it. Don't call it sanctuary.
Okay.
Is there a reason that word in particular is verboten?
Yeah, Hobson doesn't know how life works. Like, that's a complicated. Why not just resurrect him? Why do you want to go there?
Because we don't have stuff to resurrect him.
We don't
Look,
have the
I'm
skills
sorry, it's
or the
expensive, but save your money like anyone else. Why do you want to cross the goddamn like the afterlife?
Is that a bad idea?
This
Yeah,
is
it's
the
a
reason
bad
we want to
idea.
discuss this.
Like, when someone dies, you either say goodbye or you save up and you find a priest and you find a place of power. You guys want to cross over? How is that a better idea? Do you even know what happens when you cross? How do you know you can come back?
Hobson, there are valid arguments on both sides.
Oh, there's just the one side, the other side, and you want to go over there.
What would happen?
I don't know. I've never tried to kill myself and go over there and find out. Hi, baby. Hi, Willow.
Kaluma walks over.
Yay!
Hey, Willow.
Oh, bye. See you guys later.
Uh,
Did I do something wrong? Okay. You guys have fun?
I like how
You guys just can't cross over.
I like how she didn't question that.
Well, I mean, technically, we wouldn't be killing ourselves, so.
It would simply be travel.
How do you know? You don't know if you can come back.
That is true.
Hobson did mention
He did say that. That's why we were saving it for the end.
He did mention that place would probably try to keep us.
Oh, really?
Hey, guys, take a 5-minute break. I'll be right back. I'm going to help my wife with something, okay?
Okay.
All right.
And yeah, Frank, we did. I'm pretty sure Frank relayed that.
I didn't go there.
Well, I'm pretty sure we relayed it.
Right?
We relayed it, but I don't remember catching everything.
Oh, yeah.
Part,
He did mention we
Yeah.
may have trouble returning. The land won't want to let
He
us
did.
go.
he did.
Yeah.
Or
I'm pretty sure we mentioned that to you.
Well,
On the other hand, he didn't seem that pessimistic about our chances.
Yeah, but as Zell just said, he doesn't really know much about mortality too much, which makes sense if he's like almost a god.
Yeah, that could also be a factor.
Yeah.
I believe the correct term is wizard.
So do we just want to save our money and heed Zell's
What
warning?
money? I think I'm the only one with money at this
I have
point.
70 golds.
Oh,
I'm
okay, so
technically in
we're
double digits.
So we're-
maybe we should stop asking for dinner and maybe start asking for money.
Yeah, I think the fabled wayfarers need to become the the expensive
Paid.
wayfarers.
the paid wayfarers.
Yes, the not homeless wayfarers.
Well, we are homeless, but we're
We're gonna buy a
refugees.
house.
To be not homeless.
We're gonna buy a house on every
Well-
world.
I guess it's not true. I have a house.
It's a cool house too.
Yeah, it's like Morgan. It goes where we go.
There you go.
It's kind of small though.
Oh yeah, it's a little small. It's big enough for Mabel. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, in a couple levels, it'll become bigger.
That's true.
I
It'll
really
become
want that
much bigger.
house.
Oh my god, it's gonna be. I
Fuck.
want it so bad. I
I'm
want
gonna
it so
I'm gonna
bad.
role play the shit out of that house.
I'm gonna take the
If you
shot
don't
after
think
me.
that-
I'll be right back.
If you don't think that I'm gonna fucking create that shit in The Sims, you're wrong.
Hot tub?
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
So
Hot spring, yeah.
Yeah.
so we need to ask if one of the people he got off Rhalanas is a priest.
Are
Did
you
they bring him back yet? That's a great question.
And if he didn't bring back the priest, did he bring back that?
Well,
The
someone
What was that
someone
stone?
who
The
can
stone that I
resurrect.
read? The mage's stone.
Yeah.
What the heck was that?
what?
dog?
My
was-
resurrection stone.
Yeah, that was like an arcane gem or something like that.
Arcane gem. Yeah, the one I foolishly gave to our leader.
I mean, we did it for a good reason.
Yeah, but if we
just
still
should have
had
grabbed
it,
more. We just should have grabbed more.
Hmm.
We could have had multiple, sold a couple.
Yeah, that thing was worth
coulda,
like
coulda, woulda.
10 grand.
It was worth a lot, yeah.
We could have bought a house on every world.
You know what we could do is we could hang on, let me what's the spell? How much does it cost? Let me see.
I think it's at least 5 grand worth of diamonds.
Well, it's not the one I'm thinking of. Hang on.
Oh.
God, Texas has been rainy and allergies hit me like a ton of bricks.
Mm,
Allergies suck.
They
I'm
do.
glad that season's over.
so
up
what we
here.
could do is we could give him a new body where we could use reincarnate once we could get reincarnate the druid spell. And that only costs 1,000 gold.
Oh, a bargain.
And he could get a whole new body.
Question is, what will it be better?
We don't know. I mean,
Exactly.
it's probably
Is
better.
that the
Let's
one
be
where you
fair, it's
roll a-
probably better than a scarecrow. Yes,
Is
it's
that the one where you roll for a body?
100.
Yeah.
You roll a d100 or you roll a percentile die. And
He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back as a like.
no, my question. My
6 foot
question
tall
would be
muscle
like,
man.
would Pedro have to? Would he?
Come back as a hobgoblin.
Well, would he tweak? Like, would he tweak the list probably for what is available? Is my guess? I'm guessing probably.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
I'd
would
be
it
curious what he
determine-
would get.
Would it determine the world that we're on as to what he came back as?
It's a 5th level spell, so it's not too far. So, Matthias could have it within a few levels, but
Oh, he's not 5th level yet?
no, it's a 5th level
no.
spell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
We only have
never
3rd
mind.
level spells
Level
right
eight.
now. 5th level would
sorry.
be.
I was being
10
silly.
Maybe. Let me see.
Yeah, but we
Fifth level
don't know
spell.
when we're going to level up.
Level 9. Level 9 would be when we could do it.
Or we could save the 1,000 gold and hire a cleric.
Oh, that's. Yeah. Well, that's
I don't
not a
know.
cleric spell. The cleric spell we would have to do.
Oh,
Five
can they
thousand.
only do the true resurrect?
Well, no. Okay, so
That's a druid spell, and you got to pay me for that.
yeah, no, reincarnate is a druid spell. That's the one I was talking about.
Huh.
Resurrection. Oops, wait, that's the wrong thing. So if we want
Wasn't
to
Zell supposed to be the head of a group of druid?
well, different Zell probably, but yeah,
I don't know. There's too many Zells floating around.
there's like at least 2.
Zell is the.
I'm sorry, I'm such a shitty storyteller. Okay, I can only have so many names in my head.
It's fucking rude.
We could bring back somebody that's been dead no longer in 10 days, which I don't think it's been 10 days yet, but
It's
But
been-
anyway,
Pretty close.
yeah. So he's
well,
like,
in there.
get the idea of going to sanctuary out of your head. You're not even supposed to know that word. Like,
Okay.
we're not supposed to do a lot of things.
it's. And he looks around. He's like, it's much more than just like an afterlife.
Well,
That's just like something that it is. But it's a lot more than that. And the more you mention it, the more of a risk you put yourself in.
Oh,
not good to see.
all right. Yeah,
All right, we'll put a pin in there.
drop it. Oh,
There's no pin. Stop. There's no pin. Like, Save
said we'll
up,
drop it.
if you want to bring your scarecrow friend back to life, just like save up some money. Like do it the way rich people do it.
We haven't exactly been good at getting money.
Have you done any jobs to get money?
We have done jobs, but nobody has given us money.
You see the difference though? Have you taken up a job that gives you money, or have you been doing jobs and hoping people give you money for it?
We did take a job that we were supposed to get paid, but we ended up having to pay them and helping them.
It was
That's like our first job, though. We can't be held accountable for that one.
It was a pretty bad job.
But he was pretty bad at farming and he needed help and stuff, so we had to help him. So his family wouldn't starve.
That must have been before me.
And then essentially, in that place that island we didn't visit, we worked for room, board, and a trip back home. That was essentially it. And a few days in jail, but.
I mean, I don't know. I don't get paid either, guys.
Well,
One of the people you got off of Rhalanas was one of them a priest, perhaps?
What?
Was one of the people you got off Rhalanas a priest, perhaps?
You talking about the priest that runs the church?
Yes.
Or any other priest?
Was he alive?
No, he wasn't.
But he might have been brought back by then. You don't know. That's what we're asking.
We were waiting. It was going to be any second.
Was he alive or no? Did you?
I guess I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out what you're asking me.
Well, trying to figure out if you know a priest that we could go to if we had the money.
Ah, thank you. Okay. No, but there are plenty of priests here in Menroth.
Okay.
Maybe that is the safer route.
Perhaps.
But on the topic of priests, did you happen to save the custodian of the church?
I was pretty sure he died. For my
Well, he died, and I left an extremely valuable stone back on Rhalanas to resurrect him.
Yeah, I think our guild leader has it, doesn't she?
She did have it,
She was
yes.
supposed to give it to
She was waiting for the arrival of, what's her name? The cleric, the
The
fabled
custodian
witch.
of the church?
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember any janitors.
The metaphor.
Oh wait, no, he was alive. That's right. He came back to life.
Not that we know
No.
of yet.
No.
We gave the crystal to the guild leader for her to give to the cleric to go resurrect him.
That's
the
right.
cleric
Yeah,
was
yeah.
she was on the way back and was like,
We don't know if they had time to do it yet.
What was our guild leader's name?
Farron? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
we would know this.
I would ask
I
him
can
if
go back and look, but
I would ask him if he got her off the world.
Sorry, I'm lost as to what happened, what was happening in the game, what was not happening in the game.
I
We're
don't
asking
think.
who we saved.
Well, I can say I don't think he got Farron because I've tried to contact her and she has
Yes.
not gotten my messages.
Is that any
So-
okay? Your guild leader?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I saved her.
You did?
Yes,
Then why didn't you get my message?
because they're not going to be able to be found until you find them.
Oh.
That makes sense,
Kind of like car keys.
I think.
You can never find those.
And custodian, no. Father, yes.
Is it Father? Was it Jacobs? Is that his name? Or
It's been so long.
I think it
Wow.
was Father Jacobs. I want to say that was it.
Truth be told, I'm trying to find out too, but it's not letting me look.
Caretaker, that's what he called himself.
Caretaker.
But I didn't write down his name.
Jacobs.
Yeah, Jacobs. That's right.
Good memory,
Yeah.
Kelly.
Callie
It
takes
wouldn't.
the
It
notes.
wouldn't do
Portia-
my search function. So I was like, father, 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 and it wouldn't find it. Yes, Father Jacobs. Yes, nice beard.
It was nice.
So he was alive. Oh,
Mhm.
good.
Well, at least
I
that
kind of just
didn't go to waste.
look down at the ground.
I just pat you. It's okay.
You killed that man.
So where do we start first?
We should start by telling him. Explain. We should.
Oh, that's right. We do
We
have,
never finished.
yes, we do have a request or a message from Hobson that the wayfarers be the one to complete this. He warned us not to undertake the journey with others.
Why?
We don't know exactly. He did seem to worry for your safety. He told us there were many, many groups on Rhalanas that would take advantage of the opportunity to steal your book, your power.
Which is why I should go with you. If I'm in the church, imagine the all-out battles that would take place. For instance, if we go and rescue Dresden, Dresden's an opportunist. If I sleep and he's awake, he's going after something.
But we are supposed to get everybody to work together too, because if nobody works together, we can't rebuild.
Right, but in the beginning, you don't want us all in there. We should wait until relationships are built and forged first. So I should go with you at first, so they see that we're all together.
They wouldn't think that we're against them when they see you with us.
I'm the Guardian. You need my credibility.
I mean, I think that fact that we can find them and take them back to Rhalanas is pretty credible.
He also made clear that those that return to Rhalanas need to do so because they want to rebuild, not because they've been coerced, convinced, or have any ulterior motives or temptations. I'm wondering if he saw that in the decision for us to go alone. If you were with us, perhaps that would be one temptation too many to some.
I suppose, but I just think that, like, the Guardian should be guarding the children of Rhalanas.
Oh, didn't you say that you were trying to figure out what happened also?
But I'm not going to be able to do it stuck inside the church.
No, you
Maybe
can
you
do
should-
that here.
Oh, so you don't want me to go back to the church?
Not yet.
You don't need to, as far as we know.
Not yet. If you're the first one in the church, everybody's going to try and go against you. But if you're able to find out what happened, that might be able to help us also.
Be right back.
Or perhaps if you are in the church and you are there to greet everybody, that we bring back and come up with a plan for when we do rebuild.
Because there's also still the problem of the Kulufel that is surrounding Rhalanas.
Yeah. Maybe you can help protect it.
I hear what you're saying. It just seems like I should be out there with you, helping to rebuild. I know where everyone is.
You can
Like-
tell us.
To be fair, it confused us as well.
I mean, I can tell you, but like,
Maybe
if I tell you, okay, so for instance, I tell you what world Dresden's on. I describe where he's at. But who knows if he's still there?
Then you can't find if you know where he is or was, but if he's not there, how are you going to be able to help us more?
I don't take this the wrong way. Okay. But I command the elder spirits of Rhalanas. Are you telling me I seriously can't help? I can be of no more extra service to you?
No, I think you could be very helpful, but I think maybe Rhalanas needs you there to keep it safe. If we can leave you there, we know we can count on you to not let anything happen.
I disagree with this in the strongest way possible.
But we were told this by Hobson.
But Hobson also told you to go to Sanctuary and bring your scarecrow back to life.
Maybe it is
Hobson's
the
a little
best
naive,
option.
it's true.
Maybe he knows things you don't.
Maybe we could go talk to Hobson real quick.
Well, hold on. I think I have a more. I think I have a theory. Why this whole thing seems to be based on whatever makes the better narrative, right? And maybe having you with us, Zell, would make this too easy.
And I understand that, but I think that Hobson is in love with the narrative too much. That what makes the better story is the one that gets told. Like, you know what makes the better story? The person who went in with a gold piece and walked out of the casino with a new fortune. But that's the better story. But the story I'd rather read is about the guy who worked really hard and provided for his family. It's not the more exciting story, but it's the one that's more likely to succeed, right? Because you hear about the guy who won at the casino, but there's probably a lot more stories about people who just worked really hard and put food on their table. Like, Hobson's really banking on the idea that you guys go out there, traverse the world, and find everybody because it's a powerful narrative. But what if instead we all worked together and just brought everybody back?
I think I don't disagree with you, except for I think that that's what Rhalanas is at its heart. It needs that excitement. And
Unless
no one
you
wants
fail, but I'm not arguing with you guys anymore. If you really think that it's better and safer for you guys to do it without me, if you have a higher chance of success without me and the elder spirits of Rhalanas, fine.
There is one other detail that we haven't mentioned yet. Zell, you heard about the creature that came out of the Mirror of Wisdom, right?
Oh, yeah.
He seemed to think that once we began this journey, that creature would begin hunting us.
Good luck.
And we know before we left that creature was after beings of power.
Okay.
Or what it was?
You being with us might draw it to us.
But it's after you already.
It's just a theory.
You know how it goes.
Do you know anything about it at all?
I don't.
Besides?
I wish I knew more, but
so where did you send people?
well, let's get out of here and I'll tell you. I'm not going to say it out in the open.
Sir.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Where are we going?
Should probably go to the church, right? It's the safest
That's
place to
what
talk about this
right.
stuff.
Oh, I was asking, like, I was making sure.
No,
right.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. All right. Oh.
Mabel, you remember the church pretty well.
Don't forget Kalula.
Kalula.
Oh yeah, no.
I think that's assumed. Yeah, we were all traumatized there, so I think that the memory of the place is imprinted pretty well.
Yeah, how does that work? The children are on us +1.
Yeah, we have a +1, guys.
I'm just making sure that's
You didn't get the memo? You didn't get the memo?
I'm in. I feel bad about excluding Zell and going, all right, man, let's go.
That is pretty rough. But he was a part of our group when we talked to Hobson.
That's fair. Hobson knew what he was doing. Hobson's the one that has to apologize to Zell. Hopefully.
I don't actually remember that part of that game where he told us not to take Zell. I'm gonna have to go rewatch.
Well, I don't think he specifically said Zell. I think he just said don't take anybody.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll find out when we go to the church then.
Yeah.
How are you doing this? Are
into the
you
church or
writing it
outside the
out? Are you
church?
doing a
Okay,
performance check or something else?
I guess I could write it out. I guess it's just.
It's up to you.
just taking me a
I'm
few
cool either way.
minutes.
I'd say write it out later when you have more time.
Yeah, I'll just do that and then just do the performance
So
check then.
I mean, the performance check is pretty good, but it's still a D20, so we may not want to rely on that forever.
Under
Yeah.
pressure.
Yeah. As long as I don't roll like a nat 1, we'll be okay.
Under pressure. Oh
But-
shit!
What?
Frankie can't sing lyrics.
What did you
I
just
forgot.
say?
I got the lyrics wrong. I said under pressure, washing over me.
Okay. All right. That's another 26. So
All right.
We can rely on it a little bit longer.
Were we going? Were
I guess
we
that's-
going inside the church?
That's
or
what
to
I was
Hobson?
trying to ask. So, what do you guys? Because if it's outside, you guys have to describe it to me. Well, if it's inside, I could do it.
Inside means we're inside.
I'm gonna say inside because we haven't been
Yeah.
down there yet.
Because if they describe it to you, it's disadvantage.
Yeah. So I'll do it.
Because the problem is Hobson's still outside.
Yeah, but we might be able to get outside.
Can we just open the door for him and be like, come on?
Maybe he's
All
in
I
right.
will-
So
I will throw a rope.
If you guys are sure you remember, he said bring them in first, and yeah, let's go inside.
He wanted us to try to get in the church. Yeah.
Mabel drops down and begins writing. And as she finishes her last sentence and closes the book, the familiar kind of washing of magical energy rips out of the book, collects all of you, including Zell, and then you disappear and leave the world of Menroth. This is actually a really good place to stop, though.
Yay.
I like how he's going to stop before we actually get there.
Good
I feel like such an
observation.
asshole.
And next week, all new characters.
I really do, man. I feel like
I'm gonna need you all to
biggest shithead.
We'll pick up next week with Data at our side,
Hell yeah.
the newest member of Rhalanas, not Zell, and
Zell's not allowed.
Don't be
I
a
still
shit,
feel
Mike.
bad.
oh man. All right, so yeah, we'll do this again next week. World Walkers Rhalanas. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.